Hi friends, I am Chitra and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Literary Wings. In today's video, we are here to discuss on the topic postmodernism. To have a better understanding on what is postmodernism, one must have a clear view on what modernism is. So first let us have a look into what is modernism. Modernism is a literary movement which began after 1900s. One could say that the period between 1910 to 1930 is considered to be the period of high modernism. The shake in the pillars of faith was the major reason for the beginning of this literary movement called modernism. Let us see about it in detail. The first pillar of faith which was shaken was nothing but the faith on God Himself. The book titled Origin of Species, written by Charles Darwin in the year 1859, played a major role in shaking the belief on God in the minds of humans. According to Charles Darwin, there is no involvement of God in the origin of species. We all evolved because of natural process and because of adaptations. There were also writers like Friedrich Nietzsche who quoted, "God is dead." All these things made the people stop believing in God. The second pillar of faith which was shaken was the faith in King himself. A king is responsible to take care and rule his people on God's behalf. It was at that time Marxism was growing with a great force. It was at that period Karl Marx, the famous Marxist, wrote his work, The Communist Manifesto. And it is in this work he made his stand clear that the hierarchy of king, middle class and lower class must be diminished. He also added that the aristocratic people are taking the power of lower class people and they are the reason for the suffering of the poor. Thus, the faith in king in the minds of people had its end. The third faith is faith on human mind. It was during that period Sigmund Freud, the founder of psychoanalysis, wrote his book titled Interpretation of Dreams. According to Sigmund Freud, the model of human mind is like an iceberg. One could only see the 10% which is otherwise called the conscious mind. The preconscious and the subconscious mind, which remains the 90%, could not be seen. All our actions are based on the 10% of consciousness. Other 90%, we don't have control over it. Thus, the faith in human mind had its end. The people of that particular period had strong faith in democracy. This faith in democracy was shaken after the World War. This World War I, which was fought between 1914 and 1918, was fought in the name of democracy, which resulted in massive bloodshed. This massive bloodshed resulted in the questioning of the institution of democracy, and thus the faith in democracy also had its end in humans' mind. The people had a strong belief in science, and this faith in science had its shake only after the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The atomic bombs which led to the destruction of Hiroshima and Nagasaki made the people realize the negative impacts of science. Thus, their faith in science had its end. All these shake in the pillars of faith were the reason for the beginning of the new literary movement called modernism. The principal idea of modernism was fragmented universe. This was of no use and helped none to come out of any of the issues they had. Some of the writers and their works, like James Joyce's Ulysses, Virginia Woolf's To the Lighthouse, T.S. Eliot's Wasteland, symbolize the principles and ideas of modernism. Moreover, modernism rejected the traditional realism. Modernists gave importance to the character's emotion. They wanted to experiment everything rather than giving importance to tradition. They also were in search for solution. Though the pillars of faith were shaken, and though the people had nothing to rely on, they still believed that there are solutions for problems. Search for solution was one among the major themes in their literary works. The ending period of these people were considered as the beginning of the new age called postmodernism. After modernism, there came a literary movement which also became a literary theory known as postmodernism. To tell about the period of postmodernism, there are no particular dates that we can give. There is no particular decade and there is no definite starting point for this moment known as postmodernism. So, whether this period which began in post-war decades, that is in 1950s and 1960s, whether this has already ended by 1990s continues to be a matter of debate and contest. And there are also a number of theorists who ask this question whether we are now living in the postmodern age or we are living in an age which we should call post-postmodern. This was also the period when the Cold War culture was dominating, and we all know that it comes to an end only by 1990s. This was also the period of neoliberalism, and the post-1960s were also ridden with a number of complexities regarding conflicts, regarding nationalist movements, regarding rise and fall of dictatorships and various forms of nationalisms, etc. This period was also a period of civil rights movements emerging from different parts of the world. And this was also obviously the era of globalization, and we also have witnessed, in spite of this overriding influence of technology, digitalization, and all kinds of scientific progress and growth, we have witnessed a number of unpredictable incidents of terrorism as well. So, moving on, if we talk about the general characteristics of postmodernism, there are a number of characteristics which could be listed, and some of them we can also note that it is a continuation from the modernist period. We have reflexivity and metafiction, self-referentiality, irony and black humor, parody, instability of meaning, rupture with traditions, pastiche, which also means mixing of genres, intertextuality, hybridity, and also mixing of conventions of high and popular art. When we try to frame postmodernism as a theoretical, as a conceptual principle, as a dominant cultural tendency, we will be very generously using the writings of Foucault, Barthes, Derrida, Baudrillard, and Lyotard. These are some of the postmodernist writers. These postmodern writers stopped looking for solutions. These postmodern writers believed that there is no solution, but there was problematization of problem. Their works did not talk of solution, and they were not behind the search for solution. When the modernists were in search for solution, the postmodernists believed that there was problematization of problems. They embraced contractions, that is, multi-ethnicity. The people were ready to accept multicultures. They started learning all the works. They rejected meta-narrative tendency. Thus, we come to the end of the topic of discussion on postmodernism. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Meet you soon in another video on different topic from literature. Until then, stay home, stay safe, take care, bye. Do like the video and support the channel. Thank you.